All right, let's have a look. I want to analyze the dip here on Bitcoin. Monday, 5 August, 5th August, August of 5. We had a big drop, right, over the weekend, and we created a new CME gap on top. But what happened on the weekend? Let me go have a look at this pretty quickly here. All right, Saturday, right? So Friday to Saturday, right? When we have the new candle. This was the CME gap. This is the CME gap here. Let me mark this out. While we were on this, we have created this one. But this is the next new created CME gap. You see the red dot here and red dot here. That's newly created. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So this is just created right now, this gap. This will be filled, I guess. But let's go back to Sunday, Saturday. Let's analyze this. This is the CME gap, where everybody was focused on, okay, this gets filled and then we go to the moon again, right? Everybody was expecting that this CME gap here will get filled and then we shoot up again, but it didn't. It just crashed epically, you know? So what happened here? We entered the CME gap on Saturday, no, on Friday. On the new daily candle, right? Into Saturday. 8 o'clock, New York time, 8 p.m. We were still above, didn't touch it. Then the new daily candle started, and we touched the CME gap. What happened after that? The price went up, and it didn't accumulate. It did consolidated. Look at the price behavior. If it consolidates like this and creates all these lows here, right? That's all liquidity. It comes up um, into this break area here, right? Break of structure. You know, the previous high, whatever you call it, the chalk to the downside. So to be bullish again, you have to break this. You have to break this high. So we never broke it. We mitigated. We mitigated the origin of the move, right? On this break, the origin of this break. This you can mark it at this, like this, as a zone. We tapped in. We tapped into it. Mitigated the orders here, the last orders, and then boom. We are still inside the CME gap then here, right? We get this break here, which creates after the move down, right? And breaking this low. We get this buy to sell. So this high was like this here, right? Like that one before. So this was protected the whole time. Price didn't break it. It just touched it one time here. Right, we can remove this. And most importantly, do you see, look at the price behavior, what it does. Say the violet candle here, right? which creates the gap, and price, what does it do? It consolidates like before. The same behavior of price. It doesn't spend time on this area, right? It just shoots up quickly and stays on the upper portion, right? Inside this gap. So if you, you can mark this high as your range, right? Dealing range. This is the 50%. Look, we barely spend time below it, right? Most of the time is here. Volume is built up above, non-stop. So we got this liquidity, or this liquidity here. Everybody is, as the stop loss is down here, it sweeps one time and fakes out again, it consolidates. It's a bearish consolidation here. Doesn't break through the gap, never the origin of the move, right? So to be bullish, to look for longs in an environment like this, you have to break this high, right? And you have to stay above, and then you look for a retrace and go long again. You can't go long. You can if you know what you are doing, right? We came up, we are mitigating this zone. Let me remove this. So we have a chalk here, right? Right on the top of the gap. You see the chalk is orange here, right? You can see the chalk area. So we are coming up again. We are mitigating this. It wasn't mitigated, not at least. Has to mitigate at least 50%, right? Never touched the 50%. We touched it here once, twice, did it 3 times and fully mitigated the zone. If you know DTFX, you know what I'm talking about here. And then again, and we never ever, look where we are. We are above 50% of the CME gap. All it does is price goes down, large limit orders here, 50 million, 80 million, 100 million, 10 million, 10 million. Everybody is buying. It drops down, right? Everybody is buying. It's not finished. So whoever was long on Saturday, he just got whacked, Just got whacked. The price drops down again, after mitigating this side, not breaking through it. How can you trade that, and how can you identify it? You see the respect of this candle here, right? Of this gap here, of this fair value gap. You have the chalk. You are coming up here, right? You know your location. Where are you? I am here. I'm mitigating this area right now. Look at the candle behavior. You have a green vector, but going nowhere. And you break its low. You have the same here, but it stops. So you can go short in here. Look at behavior again. When it turns around, you get out. Stops. When it turns around, when you go short, after this candle's low gets taken out, right? Price stops, closes above this bearish candle. That's a flip. That's a candle flip. A simple candle flip. True flip. You have a body closure above the bearish candle, right? Then you know this high is in danger again, right? You just get out of the trade and you do the same behavior in here. See the candle until you see another flip, right? Maybe this was a flip, or no, that's not a flip. Boom. So this low, the lowest low, you get a flip marked as a real low here, Then okay, this high is in danger now. And then you watch the price again. What is it doing? Respecting this fair value gap. You just stay. If it comes too close to your entry, you just get out. but your entry signal was here. See the green vector, it's not going, it closes below the green vector. You enter. And price give you the money right here. Look at this. You just track it, right? And it just goes down. I mean, holy shit. So what's happening in here? Now this is this morning, 9 a.m., 8 a.m. New York, right? We're landing up here. Where are we? Let me go to the weekly. This was a zone, was taken out, you know. See these 3 overlapping candles here? I'll take this. This was a zone. You wick below it, you touch this zone here. Now from this high, this low, you get a break. So this is a zone, you know. So we go down, we touch this zone here, just touch it, right? You know, this zone is important now because everything else is mitigated here. And we are on the weekly, right? Back to the daily. Let's analyze what's happening here. Let's analyze this. You see, we touch the zone below. You see the behavior, right? We get the push. We are consolidating again. We are not accumulating. We are consolidating again. Oh. Origin is here on the red candle. You create this low, this low, this low. This is our liquidity lines, right? So price goes up, enters this zone, respecting this zone, right? You're consolidating. You stop pushing higher. You start creating lower lows again, right? Until you break it. You have this zone who goes to break. You tap the zone, still goes down, still goes down, still goes down. You know, this is the London move here. London pushes up, fills his orders, you know, while going down. London is filling his orders again. 8:30. 8:30. We are here. 8:30. People see this push. People get excited. They think, oh, we took the liquidity, right? 8:30. All right, this is the move. We go up again, you know, to fill all the imbalances on top. Collecting the liquidity. People who are in short, you know, we have to attack them after a drop like this, right? Because it can't go forever down. It make them millionaires, right? So you gotta attack them now. So traders who know how to trade and, you know, they see the market sentiments, what the market does, who is in profit, who is not in profit, you know, you can sense it and see it, you know, this experience, you will reach that level. Now here's the tricky one, right? This liquidity, so every liquidity here gets taken out, right? Whoever was long here gets taken out. It's 8:30. 8:30. It's too early. The price respects this zone. Gives you a flip. The red dot here shows you the body closure below it, right? The flip. This was the 8:30 move. Up was just a manipulation to take it out. They got taken out here, you know. High leverage traders, they are out. And on top of it, you get this dot here, you know. This is from our indicator large orders. I believe it's Wales. If you type in an indicator, Wales indicator or something like that. Whale. Wales. Was it Wales? Rate of Bitmax, no. Wales. Whale map. Yeah, it's this one, but it's modified, right? This will give you the dots, right? It just shows you large orders. If someone really, if a big player came in on it, you know. It's it just shows you large orders got hit, really large orders compared to all the orders, you know, collected here. So this is a big fucking order collected here. So a lot of people, I guess, were long here in the 8:30 move, you know, entered here, you know, entered the break. So many people entered here and they got stopped out. I guess it's their stops and yeah, those who trade turtle soup or some kind of this, you know, they just enter limit buy here. So big orders came in. It's another sign. 9 o'clock, you go up, you go down. So this is the dip from today, from this morning, you know, before doing this 10% move. And it starts 9:30. 9:30 New York open. You can see the 9:30 candle. It's a green vector, very powerful. You got a red vector. Now, if you watch the last video of mine, I'm talking about the sell to buy signature. Now look very closely here. In my previous video, the sell to buy signature, I'm not an expert, right? But I look at it, so I'm trying to find out why it didn't came into here, you know, because this was clearly a sell to buy. Not really, because the buy is a red candle, right? I don't think the color is important, it's just a vector candle, but it didn't close above. This candle closed above. So I'm thinking the sell to buy signature in here is the sell to buy. It's these three candles, right, together. That's why the price, I guess, didn't came down into this part here. In my previous video, you can see the sell to buy signature on the dip. That's the second candle. It was a blue candle, and it closed above this candle here, right? So that was a clean sell to buy. It was clean to see it, right? This one is a little bit tricky because this candle closed after two minutes later above this high. I'm considering I'm looking at this like the sell to buy. So there's three candles here, red, white, and green. I look at it as one. It was big. It was really big, you know. That's why I think this turning point here, you know, on the retracement didn't came down into this one. It just took the gap here after taking out some liquidity, but that doesn't matter. I believe that's just the order. It pushed up, came down, took the rest of the orders in here, you know, in this move, picked up the rest, and then price said, all right, that's enough. I'm enough. I picked up enough, and I'm going. So just by picking up, if you look at the order box and all that stuff, you know, while we were here, we still had a ton of limit orders below here, right? But the price just can't take everything, you know, and do whatever it wants. It's coded. It's coded, and it rules how it moves. It just says, all right, enough. I don't care anymore how much limit orders we have below, right? Just picks up what it did, and then we have this nice move to the upside. It's a crazy 10% move from 9 to 11, which is really beautiful, you know, really, really nice to see. Better watch out for these candlestick behaviors, you know. You see the 8:30 move, you know, down to the 9. There's no power behind this move, you know. You see the power, you see it clearly here. This is where the market tells you, oh, I'm done collecting. I'm done collecting. It's 9:30. I'm going. And where does it go? They get this buy stops, sell stops, you know, buy side liquidity. And it did. It just went up like this. Where are we right now? We have a clean chalk here. It's possible that the market will go up. We have a CME gap. This is the CME gap here, this area. Freshly created. I'm not sure. I mean, if we can fill this and close above, then it's super bullish, right? So we will see. We're entering an extreme. We are in an extreme here right now. Gotta wait for price, maybe come down and push up again, or we will straight. I don't think we can straight push up. We have to collect again, I guess. Price must go down, you know. Get all the longs must be mitigated here before going up again, I guess. At least 50% maybe. Let's see what lunch does. So this is it.